He himself uses infinite qualities. As they present such benefits, they are called infinite. This is why the Prajnaparamitasutra says here that the bodhisattva knows the movements of mind of all beings completely. Thus, when the sun illumines a continent, it goes everywhere simultaneously and there is no place that is not illumined. Third section, outshining the knowledge of all the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas. Sutra. The bodhisattva-mahasattva who wishes to outshine the knowledge of all the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas must practice the perfection of wisdom. Sastra. Question. What is the knowledge of the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas? I. Knowledge of the sravakas. Answer. 1. Considering the true nature of dharmas under its general characteristic and its specific characteristics is the knowledge of the sravakas. Sutta. Thus it is said in a sutra. First one must use the analytical knowledge of the dharmas and then apply the knowledge concerning nirvana. The analytical knowledge of dharmas concerns the specific characteristics. The knowledge of nirvana concerns the general characteristic. 2. Furthermore, the sravakas know the dharmas that are, respectively, deliverance or bondage, progression or regression, production or cessation, benefit or defect, in the opposite sense or in the natural sense, the near shore or the opposite shore, of mundane order or supramundane order, and other knowledges of the same type, analyzing dharmas grouped into twos. They are called knowledges of the sravaka. 3. There are also threefold knowledges. The knowledges bearing upon the five aggregates of attachment concerning their origin, their breaking up and the disappearance, or concerning their benefits, their faults and the deliverance. The knowledges associated with the three gates of deliverance and other knowledges analyzing the dharmas grouped into threes. 4. There are also fourfold knowledges. The knowledges consisting of the four foundations of mindfulness. The knowledges of phenomena, the subsequent knowledge, the knowledge of another's mind and conventional knowledge. The knowledges of suffering, its origin, its cessation and the path to its cessation. The knowledges of impurity, impermanence, suffering and non-self. The knowledges of impermanence, suffering, emptiness and non-self. The knowledge of phenomena. The subsequent knowledge, the knowledge of the destruction of the impurities and the knowledge of the non-reoccurrence and other knowledges of the same type, analyzing dharmas grouped by fours. 5. Finally, from the knowledge of dukkha dharmajnanaksanti up to the knowledges of sunyata-sunyata-samadhi, animatani mita samadhi and apranihita pranihita samadhi, all the knowledges included in that interval are all sravaka knowledges. In summary, this is discussed for the world. 6c. Thinking of nirvana, rejecting the threefold world, cutting the conflicting emotions, obtaining the supreme dharma. 1. Nirvana. All of that is called the knowledge of the sravaka. Furthermore, it is said in the Pan Jo Po Lo Mi Yi Pin. The knowledge of the bodhisattva and the knowledge of the sravaka are one and the same knowledge. The difference being that the sravakas do not have skillful means, are not clothed in the great armor, have neither great loving kindness nor great compassion, do not seek all the attributes of the Buddha, do not seek the knowledge of all the aspects or omniscience. They are disgusted only with old age, sickness and death, cut the bonds of thirst and go straightway to nirvana. This is the difference. Knowledge of the pratyekabuddhas. Question. This, then, is the knowledge of the sravakas. Now what is the knowledge of the pratyekabuddhas? Answer. The knowledge of the pratyekabuddhas is the same as the knowledge of the sravakas with the exception of time, sharp faculties and merits. 1. Time. When there is no Buddha in the world or, as well, when the Buddhadharma does not exist, the ascetic who, after a minor occurrence, leaves home and obtains bodhi, is called pratyekabuddha. 2. Sharp faculties. Pratyekabuddhas differ from sravakas by the keen faculties, but their manner of being is similar. It is thanks to the depth of their knowledge alone that the ascetic obtains the body of the pratyekabuddha. 3. Merits. This is a matter of merits bringing the physical marks. 1 mark, 2 marks, or up to 31 marks. If, when the Buddhadharma is still in existence, an ascetic has first of all obtained the quality of an arya and then becomes arhat after the disappearance of the holy dharma, he is also called pratyekabuddha, but his body does not possess the physical marks. If the pratyekabuddha is very quick, his career is 4 lifetimes. If he is slow, it is prolonged even for as long as 100 kalpas. Like the sravaka. If he is fast, 3 lifetimes. If he is slow, 60 kalpas. This has been fully described earlier. Eminent knowledge of the bodhisattva. Question. According to the Buddha's words, there are 4 kinds of fruit of the religious life. 4 kinds of arya from the srotaapanna to the arhat, 5 kinds of sons of the Buddha from the srotaapanna up to the pratyekabuddha, and 3 kinds of bodhi. The body of the arhats, the body of the pratyekabuddhas and the body of the Buddhas. The bodhisattva does not appear anywhere among these arhats, these sons of the Buddha and these bodies. Why then does the prajnaparamitasutra speak here of the bodhisattva outshining the knowledge of all the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas? Answer. The dharma of the Buddha is of 2 kinds. 1. The dharma of the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas, and 2. The dharma of the Mahayana. The dharma of the sravakas is small and praises the things concerning the sravakas alone. It does not speak of things that concern the bodhisattva. The dharma of the Mahayana is vast and deals with things relative to the bodhisattva-mahasattva. The production of the mind of awakening. The development of the 10 levels, the access to certainty, the purification of the Buddha fields, the maturation of beings and the attainment of supreme enlightenment. In this Dharma, it is said that the bodhisattva follows on from the Buddha and should be honored as he is. He contemplates the true nature of dharmas in a similar way, he is a field of merit and he dominates the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas. In many places, the Mahayana Sutras praise the knowledge of the bodhisattva-mahasattva which prevails over that of the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas. Ratnakuta. In the Pao Ting King, it is said, the noble Chakravartin king who lacks 1 son, viz. the 1000th and last, does not have in full the 1000 sons necessary to constitute his lineage. Even 7a though he possesses great power already, his first 9 sons are not honored either by the gods or by humans. But the true offshoot of the noble Chakravartin king, viz. his 1000th and last son, although he is still in his mother's womb and starting from the first 7 days after his conception, is honored by the gods. Why? The first 9 sons do not guarantee the lineage of the noble Chakravartin king, permitting people to enjoy happiness for only 2 generations. On the other hand, the last son, even though he is still in the womb, definitively completes the descent of the noble Chakravartin king. This is why he is honored. Similarly, even though the arhats and pratyekabuddhas have spiritual faculties, the powers, the factors of enlightenment, the members of the path, the 6 superknowledges, the power of the trances and wisdom, even though they realize the highest point of the truth and are a field of merit for beings, they are not honored by the Buddhas of the 10 directions. On the other hand, in the womb of the fetters, the passions, the bonds of desire and the threefold poison, the bodhisattva who has just produced the mind of peerless body is honored by the Buddhas before having done what had to be done. It is only gradually that he will cultivate the 6 perfections, acquire the power of skillful means, enter into the position of bodhisattva and succeed in obtaining the knowledge of all the aspects and save innumerable beings. But from his first production of the body-mind he prevents the rupture of the Buddha lineage, of the lineage of the Dharma and the lineage of the community. He prevents the rupture of the causes and conditions, assuring pure happiness in the heavens and in this world. This is why he is honored by the Buddhas as soon as he is conceived. Thus the Kia Lo Peen Ka bird, when it is still within the egg, surpasses all other birds by the melody of its songs. Similarly, the bodhisattva-mahasattva, even before leaving the shell of ignorance, surpasses the sravakas, pratyekabuddhas and heretics by